Well, good morning. Jim's back. I've been gone a couple of weeks, but we have a lot of things happening here lately, and I want to get you all caught up, so stand by for more news. As you can tell, it's a bit of an early day this morning. People are going back and forth to work. We got a lot of activity planned here today. Got some work needing done behind the house that has been needing to be done for quite some time. So work crew coming this morning. They're going to be here any minute, and we're going to get started, but I'll keep you posted. I'll show you what we got going on. Most of the fall we've been doing kind of getting ready for winter. So we were doing pretty good with our preparations. We got the yard cleared, we got things put away, we did pretty good with that. But one of the big things we needed to do was we needed to take care of some trees that were dangerously close to the house. You see, we have lots of black locust trees growing up behind our house. Now, black locust trees are great for like firewood, and they're very strong wood, almost like pressure treated wood, so very strong. But also once they get big and tall and they get like heavy wet snow and the wind blows, they can also be quite fragile. And we had 5 really big locust trees right behind the house, and so this is what we did. Let me just double check, make sure I didn't put that on slow-mo. Part of the reason why we didn't take the trees down ourselves, well, there's actually several reasons for that. The first one is how really close they were to the house. You know, we're here on the edge of the valley, and you know, wind just kind of blows through here. You know, we're kind of on the side of a hill, on the southern side of the valley, and so wind goes east to west, or west to east, and it just whistles right through here. And so these trees are really quite tall, and they can be quite susceptible to the wind, so we wanted to be safe about it. Secondarily, we have some experience cutting down trees, but this seemed a bit more technical and then beyond our experience. We want to do it safely. So what we decided to do is we called local tree service, Stumping by Mike. It was actually owned by a guy named Matt. Really nice guy, really nice folks. As you can see, their equipment, they brought a lot of equipment to do this safely. Great big crane, a man lift, big chipper, and about 8 people to do this job well and to do it safely. And so that's kind of what we, how we went about it. House is kind of important to us. We wanted to keep it safe, and these guys brought probably nearly $1 million worth of equipment with the chipper, the crane, the man lift. You know, it was all automatic, wireless communications, very high tech. So great job by these guys. Really appreciate all they did. I dragged a few of these logs up over here, kind of creating a wood yard just to get them safe and away from the house. I can cut them up later. If the logs are pretty good, we may try to use some of them. Those first two pieces on the right, maybe cut them up into posts or beams that we could use to make some sheds and shelters around here. I got a smaller pile here that could be used for firewood at some point, but more work to pull. And that's kind of the dilemma we have here. We're kind of overgrown with these locust trees, and so as we deal with that and kind of open up more usable space here on this old homestead and farm, we're going to have to manage and deal with a lot of this stuff. Some of these are dying already. Some of them are falling down, as you can see on the side of the hill there. And so we just have quite a bit more clearing to do. And who knows, we may have a burgeoning firewood business here beginning very soon, maybe next year. So this is kind of just a favorite time of the year, really. We do appreciate the cold weather. And I guess being able to work from home makes it a bit easier, more tolerable. We don't have to clear the cars off every morning early and get things warmed up and the driveway cleared before we can go to work. So we're very blessed that way, but we're also very blessed to have this kind of place to live in. You know, it took us a few years to kind of get ourselves just kind of understanding the land and what we had here. Again, we weren't expecting to buy you know, a bunch of land. We were looking at this wonderful, cute little house, which seemed to be situated quite handily between two small towns. And we just thought it was adorable, and it needed to be, give it a little tender, loving care, and to kind of just make it our own. But what we discovered is that just being outside, and it just, it's hard to describe the feeling of just being here. I wish I was a better poet. So you can imagine, in order to get to those trees out behind the house, we had to have quite a bit of equipment here. And so as you can see in the pictures, huge crane, great big chipper shredder device, a man lift that drove on its own, lifted the trimmer guy about 60, 70 feet up in the air so he could trim these trees down. As you can see, the trees were at least more than twice the height of the house, and so we were very glad to be able to get these taken care of and ensure the safety of our house here. It's pretty special to us. The house was built in 1860, and you know, pretty historic location here. More on that story another time. But we're really grateful to the crew that came out and helped us preserve our house, keep things safe. And now we just got to deal with the logs. Like I said, I wanted to keep the logs to see what I can do with them. Like we do have plans for a sawmill this coming year, so we're going to try our hand at that. Certainly a log splitter is going to be part of the plan as well. But you know, we're just trying to figure out what we can do with the resources we have on hand, so nothing goes to waste unnecessarily, and just to be good stewards of what we have. So we really appreciate you joining us today. Thanks for letting us share a bit of our story with you, and we hope you have a great day. Thanks so much.